What up, guys? This is Mr. Michael, Sir MTH, aka to say. You're welcome again to another wonderful time for talk it all loud. I want to speak out some certain things that are occurring within us that are not very much clear with us within relationship to say. I'm your therapist, I'm your medical therapist and edutherapist with a touch of sciences. So we're going to be seeing we're going to be digressing on some certain parts and phenomena that are actually associated with what? Our relationships. So that is definitely what I'm going to be discussing about. Alright, very quickly I will go into what we call love hormones. Let's discuss about hormones that are governing, or they are the governing stratas that controls what we call the word love. You know, love is beyond agape types of love, is beyond erotic kind of love, Philadelphia, Pamphylia love, and something like that. So we have other rudiments or hormones that controls or that tells you the stage one is in the phenomenon of life. In the phenomenon of love, not of life. Before I call life, because you know most of those motivation speakers, they like talking or speaking of life in their contents. However, oxytocin is one first level of hormones that are functional in love system. We have about 6 of them. From 6 of them, they added extra 1. 5 of them, they added extra 2 to make it 7. So but there's 2 they added on the hormones secretive. I just decided to put it there because it's very, very important. I will start from those very from the 2, which is the last, then I come to the first, back again to the first one. We have number 1 oxytocin, number 2 we have dopamine, we have serotonin, okay, we have adrenaline, we have vasopressin, we have endorphins, and then we have pheromone or promine or pheromine. Okay, you can call it whatever you want to call it. The spelling, you can get it. We have the promine, is promine acid, but it is pronounced pheromine. Okay, PHEROMINE, full stop. Pheromine. Some people call it promine, removing the H, and they call it promine. They are just acyclic acid. Now, what is promine? Let's start from the promine aspect. From the top, from the bottom, then we'll get to the top. When we talk about promine acid is actually that attractive hormone that is being secreted in the lady that gets them attractive. It is the differences between a woman and a man. Every man may have any other hormone, but you see, promine is for ladies, precisely for females, for feminine only, feminine gender. Now, why is it there? It is there because they are indeed very important to be attracted or to be attractive, getting their opposite sex to themselves. That is their way of mating. Are we together? Now, every other species does the same or has the same or has one thing or the other they use as a system or a medium to do what? To call for attentions to themselves. Now, promine acid is the same as is the same hormones or the same chemical, or pheromine acid, the same hormones or the same chemical that does what? That makes them smell if you don't take care of your body. The same pheromine acid. It makes you smell. If you are not a lady that takes your bath regularly, it starts smelling. So the softness of your skin, the radiation of your skin, and whatsoever that makes you attractive is phenomenal. Now, the next one is endorphin. Endorphin is found in both male and female. They are, to me, I call them oxytonic energy. Oxytonic energy that is being radiated from a man to a woman. Far back then, when we were in secondary school or in primary school, if we really want to have a mingle with a lady, what we have to do is to pick up their pen. Once you collect that pen, we start running. And once you start doing this, they will start pursuing us. And by so doing, at a point we just hold on and they will jam us. So once they collide with us, our body systems are okay, satisfied. That means that very endorphins hormones is satisfied. This is not a sex hormone, remember, but it's just a kind of an attractive fixture that are found in between the male and the female. Edifying. Now, this is also an hormone for what? For attachment. That's an edifines. Okay, why did I say this? It's an hormone for attachment. This kind of hormone, if you are in the class and you did not see Tolu one of the days, you are Femi and the Femi did not see Tolu in the class, he will be like, what is happening? You discover that your body systems are not okay. Nothing is proper, all because of he or she is not present in the class. So you have, the system has, the hormones have been so much secreted from you to her, from her to you, to the extent that you are no more secured. Like you're no more secured by being without her or being without him. It is called an attachment hormones. This is a level of love. It's another level of love. But this most times edifines is also found at the last stage of love. Why did I say it's the last stage of love? I will explain that later. Let's get back to oxytocin. Now, many relationships ends up at oxytocin level. Why did I say it ends up at oxytocin level? Oxytocin level happens to be the first level in relationship, which is sex. I just want to get satisfied. This girl is beautiful. This guy is beautiful. He's handsome. I really just want to have a taste of him. I want to see how it looks like. Kissing him, having sex with him, stuff like that. So you just want to know how the thing looks like. You just want to get a picture, the real picture of the whole thing. And once you are done getting it, you are okay. Otila. The love you have for him dies. The love you have for her dies. Once you've gotten what that body needed, what your body needed is not real love. It's not love as that is where the types of love comes in, and then they call it erotic love. Okay, it's not really to me. I don't see it as an erotic love. To me, what I can direct it as is what you are just operating on a particular stage of love, and the stage is called the first stage of love, which is oxytocin. The next stage is called dopamine. Dopamine is when this young lady becomes your joy giver. When this young guy becomes your joy giver. Whenever you are sad, hello, Femi, what's up? I just want to hear your voice. Hello, Tolu, what's up? What's happening? I just want to hear your voice. I'm not too okay, I'm not fine, I'm depressed. I just want to hear your voice. So, by hearing her voice or by hearing his voice, you are okay. Are you together? Now, another level, this one is called dopamine. Exciting love, exciting stage of reflection. Remember, excitement comes in two forms. It comes both in negative and a positive aspect. We have negative excitement and positive excitement. But I just talked about the positive excitement currently. I'm still going to talk about negative excitement by the time I get to adrenaline. That is about the fourth stage of love. In the third stage, many relationships, even at 6 months, have not gone to this third stage. This third stage is called serotonin. Serotonin. Now, when I say serotonin is actually an hormone that defines an individual based on what feelings, moods, and other kind of chemicals. When your mood changes, you know that something is really happening to your second. This mostly happens when you've married the individual, when you've spent so many time with the person. You've spent so many times. You spent almost 6 months. Some people 1 year, 2 years. Some people even at 20 years does not have this hormone. Now remember, like I told you, note this, that some people hormone, these are two Tolu and Femi. Femi hormone may be at stage 2. Why Femi hormone may be at stage 2. Why Tolu's hormone will be at stage 3. Okay? And Femi hormone can still be at stage 1. Why Tolu's hormone will be at stage 5. That depends on the energy, the speed at which the hormones of the relationship strata flows in either of the two. Okay, in either of the two. So it's either the female or the male pro aspect. However, most importantly to note is that it also moves down. Are you okay? And you discover that at the end of the day, that individual is having an issue because you felt it. Now, what made you to feel it is that serotonin, the presence of that hormone serotonin. It is now activated, it's now functional because you have grown to that very stage of love level. Another level is called adrenaline. Adrenaline is the fourth stage of love in the field of relationship. Adrenaline. It is also called active hormone or anger hormone. What does that mean by active hormone or anger hormone? It can be an active hormone for defense. You were walking on the sudden you saw a snake and you stepped on the snake, you'd be like, Jesus. That's being scared. On and on, you could have just collapsed and died, but because of the presence of adrenaline to be secreted, your chromosomes, your brain will be like, tell this guy that he is in danger, inform him, and then protect every measure that you needed to protect to ensure that he doesn't feel much pain. Even when you are on a fight, let's assume you are on a contact to somebody, physical combat to somebody, and discover someone pushes you, at that very stage of physical combat that you are not feeling anything, no pain. But the moment you are done fighting, you start feeling pain. That is caused by a hormone called adrenaline. Adrenaline is the fate to which you were able to stand the punch of bimbo, the punch, the slap of your mother, the soft slap of your mom, and the hard slap of your father. So the reason why you were able to stand it at that very interval was because of adrenaline was being secreted. Now, what am I trying to say here? In the stage of adrenaline, this individual or these two individuals forms a very strong bond system such that when you offend me, when Femi offends Tolu, Tolu will go and reflect at Bimbo's body. Are you there? It will not. He will not bounce at Femi. He will not. He cannot do that. He will go and meet another one or someone else and reflect the anger on the person. You see how it works. Then another one. That's under adrenaline. So you can't kick or shout at the person you have gotten this far with, this fourth stage of love with. Not everyone gets there. Many people hardly get there. Blessed are those that have gotten to this very level in relationship. I mean, relationship means both in relationship with marriage or without marriage. But most times, with marriage. Another one is this. Vasopressin is the next level. This one should have been the last level, the last stage. In fact, it is the last stage. Because anyone that has gotten this stage has closed the door. But before I talk about this, vasopressin, have you ever discovered that your daddy and your mommy are looking alike? I just want to ask. Yeah, daddy, mommy, they're not looking alike, they're not identical. That's vasopressin. Now, when you are in a relationship, you have not married that girl. You're just having, I love you, talk your own, I love you, talk your own. Relationship something. You're just putting a ring in your hand. And you are still in this very stage for over these very ages. And then at the end of the day, the girl got to the point of activating vasopressin for you. This is not about the individual, Mr. A activating, Mr. B not activating. No, the two of you have to activate it together. Because you start looking like the girl, and the girl start looking like you. It's like these two persons are doing. Why? Because you guys have mated too much. Chromosomal exchanges have been done. Your DNA here has been compacted to her. You are not. Both of you have exchanged chromosomes severally. You have exchanged DNA severally. The deoxyribonucleic acid has been transferred within the two of you, between the two individuals. So hence, everything changes. Are you there? Everything becomes, a turn set for the two individuals. So, however, these are the things I would want you to understand, and these are the things I want you to get on the stage of love. Next time, we're going to be discussing about syndromes. Very important, because most of us, we are suffering from this, and we don't even know that we are suffering from it, and we don't even know the cause of these syndromes. These syndromes are just a technical mistakes your dad or your mom did, and possibly they were not corrected or told on time, and therefore it led to what it was or what it should be. Then after that, we'll talk about the effect, the negative effect of people that has AA, things that they are totally okay. Yeah, this Miss Auntie has AA, Mr. B has AA, they're compatible. They are not really, it's not really bad, they are really compatible indeed, but there are some certain things that are still needed to understand there. And that is the topic I'll be treating in our third class. This one is the first class is the syndrome class, and then the second class, and then the third class is what? Is the AA individuals. AA individuals. So if you know you have AA, then get ready for me for our next stage of reflection. Have a wonderful time. I remain myself, Sir NTH. Bless your time, bless your day. So you can throw down your question at the message center, the chat slide. You can send your questions. If you have a question to ask, send it on the chat slide, and then always like, share, and follow us for more details and for better information and notifications. Have a wonderful time.